Empowerment Haven. This is my first time in going live in here. This is very exciting. My name is Jay. Hello. I won't have met a lot of you, but some of you may have seen my face before. You may have met me at an event or seen me at various different places. If we have met, just let me know, say hi. And if we haven't, just say hello. I'm new. I've not seen you before. So for those of you who don't know me, hello, my name is Jay Pretty John. I have been with Younique for just over 4 years. And I've been asked by Amy, who's my sponsor, to come in and chat with you about sales and give you some of my advice, my lessons, my recommendations, things that I've picked up over the past few years that will hopefully help you with your businesses. But I would love to know your favourite product. Please tell me your favourite product. If you could only have one thing from Younique, and I almost loathe this question because I think it's impossible to answer, but I'm going to test you. If you could only have one product from Younique, what would it be? Sorry, I just like to know. It always fascinates me because so many different answers. And are you a 4D or an epic girl at heart? Like, inherently, would you pick up your 4D first or would you go for an epic first? Like, I get it, you love them both, I know that, but if you could only have one, which one would you choose? I'm just interested. Hi guys, hello. Right, what I'm not gonna do is look at comments and talk to you live, because I really badly get distracted, and anybody who does know me knows that I can talk a lot. And I get very distracted and I get very excitable. So without being rude, I'm going to swipe off the comments, and then every now and again, I'm going to come back and I'll just have a look at the comments. But I don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you on purpose. Well, I am ignoring you on purpose, but I'm doing it because I want to give you as much value as I can without taking up like 7 hours of your life, okay? Because I want to try and do this so that you can watch this video back if you need to, share it if you need to, and people be able to watch it, you know, in the shower or when they're in the loo hiding from their children. We've all done it, okay? So, for those of you who haven't met me before, I'm going to give you a little bit of a background about me, purely to kind of quantify why it is that I'm in here, because I think sometimes when we see trainings, it's like, well, great, but who are you to tell me this stuff? And I will tell you this, I'm nobody, like I'm no different to anybody in this group right now. And what I am going to say to you is just my experience and my advice. You don't have to do any of it. You can literally do none of it if you want. If nothing clicks with you, that's okay. But what I would say is that just be open to hearing some of my suggestions and being open to listening to the things that I'm going to say and kind of reflecting on how you are currently running your business. And if you are in a position where you would like more sales, if you would like more sales than you are getting right now, or you feel like sometimes you go through a bit of a slump and you struggle to get out of it, all of those things, just be kind of open to hearing what I'm saying and maybe trying a couple of them. You don't have to. It makes no odds to me. But I'm just here to try and give you the best advice that I can, okay? So the other thing you'll learn about me is that I don't massively plan stuff because that's not my personality type. If you have done the Big Al personality quiz, so the 4 color personalities of MLM by Big Al, it is a brilliant book. Maybe someone can link it, or if I recommend a book or something, could somebody just pop it in the comments as I'm doing it so that people can kind of see what I'm chatting about. I know there's a lot of people in here which English isn't your first language. I'm really trying to talk slowly, but I get very excitable. So I apologize in advance if I talk quickly. It's just my nature. I'm really trying to be clear and slow, okay? So the 4 color personalities by Big Al Schreider is absolutely imperative to watch, because you can watch it on YouTube, or read. I'd do both if I were you personally. It doesn't take long. It's not a long book, but it is honestly one of the best things that you can do to help with your business. And the reason that I say that is because if you can understand what type of person somebody is, it helps you when you're talking to them and when it comes to sales and sponsoring. So for me, I am 3 of the colours very strongly, 1 not so much, as you'll come to discover, and you can shift around. So I started this business very red. I would say I started this business as a very red personality, with a lot of blue in there as well. And then I kind of went blue, overtook. It overtook as my confidence grew, and red kind of went there, and yellow was in there as well. It's always been in there, but it was the kind of 3rd one. And green was like down here. Green was like way down here. And green is still right at the bottom. I work hard to get bits of green into my personality, but predominantly I'm a mixture of blue, red, and yellow. That's my personality type. Now, why is it important to know personality types when it comes to sales? Well, because if you have somebody who is a blue personality like me, and I'm not going to delve into the personality types too much right now because that's a separate training, which, by the way, if you would like that training, it is in the 3 E's group. Amy, I'm sure you can link the group to in here, but it's the group that myself and several other leaders set up called Empower, Educate and Elevate. And there's very specific trainings in there. They are only done by elite level presenters, and there is only 1 of each type of specific training. So in there, you can go in and hashtag colour personalities, and you can hashtag J in there, and it will bring up all of the trainings that I've done in there. And one of them is on the 4 colour personalities, and it will explain how you can pick out the 4 colour personalities. So if you have someone who has a blue personality, generally we're quite confident, we love to socialize, we like to go out, we like to kind of be the center of attention, but we are very flighty indeed. I mean, literally, somebody could say, and I'm off. So when you're talking to a blue personality, if you start giving them all of the ingredients, all of the scientific information regarding a product, all of the statistics on who bought it, when, where and why, I guarantee you that blue personality will not buy that product. They are not interested in the science behind it. They're not interested in how much percentage of lash growth they saw. They don't care about that. What they want to know is it going to give me banging lashes the second I put it on my face? Yes, it is. Thanks very much. I'll take one. Like, it's literally that snappy with a blue personality. We are very spontaneous buyers, and blue personalities are amazing for upselling. If you have a blue personality, you will be able to upsell so much by just making it appealing and exciting, and just going, do you know what? If you're getting this, you know what, you should totally get the serum as well, because it will literally change your life. It will give you amazing lashes. Give it a few weeks of doing it every night. It's a bit tedious to do that, but don't worry, stick with it. Make sure you hit into their personality type. They know you're telling them you need to stick at something. Blues don't like sticking at stuff. But you know what? If you get it as the duo, then you'll save some money as well, and you'll get even better lashes. Sold. Amazing. Whereas a green personality type, for instance, they love numbers and facts and figures. They'll want to know everything before they buy. Everything before they buy. And that's okay. And it might take them like 4 or 5 messages to actually get to whether they want to buy it or not, because they're still deliberating and doing the research on it. That's okay, because you know that because they're a green personality type. Okay, so I'm not going to go into all of it. I'm just saying that my top tip my first top tip is to read that book and really start to pay attention to your customers' personalities. And you'll be able to tell what your customers' personalities are after a while, especially if you are having genuine conversations with them, which is something I'm going to come on to. And if you're interacting with them on Facebook, you'll see people on Facebook and you'll start to know what type of personality they are. As a general rule, and this is very general, but as a general rule, you will find that people like accountants and accountants and people, anything to do with kind of numbers, really, they're often green personalities because they love a spreadsheet, okay, generally. And as a generalization, don't berate me for it. Red personalities, doctors, very red, very red. Nurses, yellow, because they're very much more caring. Doctors want to rise up, nurses want to care. So do you see what I'm saying? You kind of, blue personalities, people who go traveling all the time. People who want to travel the world, blue personality, right there, straight away. And of course you can be a mixture. Of course you can be a mixture. But as a general rule, it's good to know, okay? So let's get to it, shall we? Let's get right in there. I'm just going to stop and actually check that I've got some actual comments on here. Okay, let's see. I don't know if my comments have stopped working because I scroll, but I'm seeing a lot of epics. Feel free to ask any questions, by the way, in the comments, and I'll obviously come back to them afterwards. So, you know this, but people buy from people they know, like, and trust. Okay, that's just the nature of selling. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. It's our job to become that person that they know, like, and trust. Okay, that's our job. It's our responsibility as a business owner to become someone that our customers want to recommend and want to come back to. But how do you do that? How do you get to the point where you meet someone and you go from a complete stranger to knowing them, and not just knowing them, but gaining their trust? Well, there are a few different ways. My biggest tip for you is to think of yourself as a customer. Think how you would like to be treated by someone if you were that person. And I'm talking in all senses. So when it comes to posting on Facebook, for instance, when you go to post something on Facebook, whatever it is, think, how would I read this if I was a customer, if I was a potential customer, if I was a potential teamie? Would I stop my scroll for it? Would it pique my interest? Would I think, oh, that's a bit spam-a-llama-ding-dong? You got to think how you would read it if it was somebody else. And I don't know about you, but I have a lot of other network marketers on my friends list, and I see the good, the bad, and the ugly from all of them. Some network marketers just literally copy and paste, and it doesn't sound like them at all. Doesn't sound like them at all. And it's so obvious that it's not them because all of their other posts sound exactly like they've written it, even down to their grammar and their spelling. And then they put a business post up and it's perfect English. It doesn't sound like them at all. And it sounds really, excuse me, oi, hay fever. Sounds really salesy or really robotic. And I just turn off from that. Like, honestly, as a customer, I'm like, I don't know. If I wanted that, I would go to a high street store. If I wanted that level of roboticness, I would go to a standard makeup chain. Because honestly, anyone can do that. It's not genuine. Like, if you are going to copy and paste some stuff from, maybe you're inspired by someone else's post, and we all do it. It's borrowing. You can borrow it, but please do yourself a favor and do your audience a favor and rewrite it so that it sounds like you. Put the emojis in that you would use. Use the spellings that you would use. Make it sound like you, because that will make you much more genuine to your audience. And that really is one of the secrets, is being genuine and understanding that you are trying to connect with people in a way that you would like to be connected to. We often talk about having like an avatar, like a perfect customer or a perfect teamie that you would love to sell to. Like if you could write on a piece of paper the description of your perfect customer, I would encourage you to do that. It's called an avatar, and we now have Facebook full of avatars because Facebook have done that really annoying Facebook thing where everybody's suddenly an avatar, and I'm no longer seeing anyone's face on my feed. I'm just seeing avatars. It's actually really refreshing to see someone's real face today. But I don't like to call them avatars. I don't like to think of customers as avatars. I like to think of them as my soulmate client. My soulmate client. Who is that? Essentially, it's me. It's a better version of me with more money who's willing to spend money on me because I want to appeal to myself. Now, obviously, I'm never going to have somebody who's exactly like me in the world, but there are so many parts of me that if I focus on what appeals to me, a little portion of my personality will connect with somebody. Another portion of my personality will connect with someone else. Another portion of my personality will connect with someone else. And you're going to be making connections with lots of different people because that's what relationships are. They're connections. They're finding a common ground that you connect with. And if you can do that, that is when you start to form really, truly genuine relationships. And that is when you start to form a trust and a bond. And if you can do that, that's when you start to create a customer base who are going to come back to you, but who are also going to recommend you and who are also going to come to your help when you ask for it because they trust you and they want to help you. So making those connections and bonds are really important. And one of those ways is by making sure that what you write connects with you. And you would stop your scroll for it, okay? If you put a picture up and you're looking like this, would you stop your scroll? Would that give you energy? Would that make you slow your feed and go, oh, wow, what's that? Or would you just go, she looks a bit miserable, scroll past her? Because if you would, that's what other people are going to do as well. So you really have to start thinking about your customers as you, because you want to sell you to you, because that's how you're going to start making those connections. The other thing to do is to show up every day. Now, I feel like the word consistency has almost lost all meaning to me because I've heard it so many times in the last 4 years, but quite honestly, it's true. And I think consistency can sometimes scare people because we all have crappy days. We all have days where, frankly, things don't go right. We don't want to show up. We just want to hibernate. That's what happens in life. But when you have a business, that's online and the only way of your audience seeing whether you're open or not is to post and to show up, you need to post and show up, kind of regardless of what's happening. Like, I'll be honest, today, I was not feeling it. All day, my kids have been driving me mental. Like, my patience has been very low today. I have not had the right energy at all today for anything. And my messenger has been pinging and I've just been putting it down and going, I'm not dealing with that right now. I knew I was coming on to do this. And I said to my husband, I've got a headache. My hay fever is really bad. I'm not feeling it. But you know what? I knew I was going to do it. And I knew I was going to post on my Facebook today because regardless of what is going on, I have to show up. Because if I don't, people don't see me. And if people don't see me, they're not going to know I'm there. And people are fickle. People are really fickle. If you take 3 days off, somebody else is going to pop up in their algorithm and they're going to start seeing them. If you take a week off, that's going to be even harder. Every single day, you should be showing up on your Facebook. Now, does that mean every single day you need to do a look at my lashes post? No. It doesn't. It just means showing up and being present on your Facebook. Now, one of the things that I recommend and how to do this is really, really helpful. Excuse me, I've got a really runny nose because of my hay fever. Wait 1 second. Oh, I apologize. One of the ways that I recommend to do it is to put a picture of you on your Facebook every single day. Make sure that every single day you have a post which involves your face on it. Every single day. It could be a live, or it could just be a lifestyle post. It could be anything. Today, I put up a picture of myself holding a bottle of Prosecco with a metal spoon in it. And I said, here's a question. Does this spoon actually keep it fizzy? I don't know. And the amount of interaction I had on that was absolutely ridiculous, by the way. But also, it was people seeing my face. It had nothing to do with makeup. I didn't have any makeup on. But I put it up. But do you want to know something? I took that picture 3 weeks ago. I took that picture 3 weeks ago. And I didn't put it up 3 weeks ago because I put something else up instead that felt more relevant for that day. But I kept it because I knew that there would be a day that I would not want to post a picture of myself on Facebook, or I wouldn't know what to put on Facebook. Now, I'll be honest, I did have a glass of wine at 4:30 this afternoon. So it's not too far off the truth. I did have a glass of wine, but I knew that I wanted to put that post up because it was an interactive post and it was a picture of my face. And so people are going to see my face today in their feed. They're going to see my face. Why is it important that people see my face? Because in my little icon that I have when I comment on stuff is my face. But it's teeny tiny. It's teeny, teeny tiny. It's very, very small. But it hasn't changed for 2 years. My icon has been the same for 2 years, and it's my face. And the reason is because I want people to know my face. I want them to build familiarity with me. And that inherently builds trust. So when I pop into their inbox and I start talking to them, they know who I am. They know part of my life. They know that I have children. They know that I drink wine at 4:30 in the afternoon when they're driving me crazy. They know who I am because they see me. I'm not a picture of a dog. I'm not a picture of a landscape. I'm not somebody has to scroll 3 or 4 times down their Facebook feed to find out what they look like. Every day my face appears on my feed. It is so important. Makeup less and wearing makeup. So I post pictures with me not wearing makeup, and I post pictures with me wearing makeup. Why? Because I want them to see the difference. I want them to get to know what I look like without makeup, so that when they see me with makeup, they go, crikey, that stuff really does work. And I'm building that exposure to them every single day. They don't realize, but every single day, subconsciously, I'm getting into their brain and I'm showing them what my stuff does, what this stuff does that I talk about. It's building that trust. It's building that relationship. It's building those connections, okay? And when we come to talking about products and posting on Facebook and being in the inbox, one of the things to sales I personally find is that I don't like thinking of myself as a salesperson. Like, truthfully, I know I'm good at it. Like, I've done over $100,000 in sales in 4 years, okay? And that's not to boast, but that's just to put into context where this is coming from. And there are people who've done a lot more than me, by the way, like a lot more than me. But I'm just saying that that's not a bad 4 years for doing something part-time, right? But one of the things that I personally find with sales is that you have to be genuinely passionate about what it is you're recommending. You have to really want somebody to understand why you love this product and why you think it will help them. If you are just simply after their money, you will not get that sale. You will not get that sale because it's not genuine. And people know, people can tell if you're just after their money or if you're after helping someone. You must come at everything we do from our mission point of view. Like, our mission is to uplift, empower, and validate. But that's not just ourselves, that's our customers as well. And that's not just our customers, that's people who we meet who don't buy from us. Because I can guarantee you, and it's happened to me on so many occasions that I've lost count, I will have a conversation with someone about a product, about recommending them some skincare or a technique or anything, literally anything, not even makeup related, hair products, cinema recommendations, anything. I will recommend stuff with a passion, and they may not buy from me at that point, but I guarantee they'll recommend me. Or when they finally need something, they'll come back to me because they trust that my recommendation is genuine. And if I truly believe that something isn't right for them, I'll say, don't do it. I'll say, don't get that product. That's not going to work for you. And I'll joke with people. I'll say, look, if I was just after your money, I would say get this, 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 and this, and this. But actually, if I'm honest, I don't think that would be worth it at this point. I would rather you get what you need and that would work for you best and that you could utilize best and see the best results now, and me make less commission, than you buy a load of stuff that you're never going to use. So I would recommend this and this. And when you're done with that and you're thinking you want more, then we can have a chat and we can go to the next stage. And every time people come back, every time. And people recommend me, always, because they know I'm not full of BS, okay? And it's really important. Please don't look at your customers as a bank account. It's just not, like, imagine how that would feel. And we've all been there. We've all been in a situation where you've walked into a shop and you can see the person behind the counter going, are they going to buy? 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 And they say, can I help you? And you say, no, I'm just browsing. And they're like, oh, right. And they lose interest immediately. They're like, oh, well, you're not going to pay, whatever. I'm out. I'm going to go over there to the person who looks like they've got the money. Am I right? Whereas if there's a person who you walk into a shop and they're like, hey, can I help? And you're like, cool, I'm just browsing. You're like, no worries. Look, I'm here. If you need me, just give me a shout. There's some really cool stuff at the back that I would definitely check out because it's really, really nice and it's kind of reduced. But just give me a shout if you need it. And then you wander around and they come over and say, just wanted to check you're okay if you needed any help. And you're like, to be honest, I'm actually interested a little bit in this, but I don't really know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm asking. They're like, oh, no, that's fine. Like, I'll just help you out. And they give you all the information. And then you're like, I can't really afford it right now. Like, it's not in my, like, financial situation. And they're like, that's okay. You know, well, I'm here if you need any more questions. Just give me a shout. I'm going to go back to that person when I have the money. I'm going to go back to that person because they helped me. They were honest. They were genuine. Like, that really is the key. I know to a lot of people, I'm teaching you to suck eggs right now, and you might be waiting for like a magical pill with sales, but these really are the magical pills. And it does, consistency will show you that, and not expecting it all the time. Like, don't think, I've been posting for 2 weeks solidly and I'm not on 1,000 PRS yet. That's it. I'm out. Don't do that. I've been here 4 years. I can tell you my business has gone like this the whole time. There are times that I don't get a sale for like 2 weeks at a time. And I'm like, tumbleweed. But you know what? Do I stop? No. I carry on going. And actually it's at the point when I think, right, what am I doing right now that's not working? And 9 times out of 10, it's my attitude. It's because I'm expecting sales. It's because I'm wanting sales. I want sales. Well, that's not a helpful thing to hear. Flip it around. I want to help someone. I want to help someone today. Who am I going to help today? I guarantee you, ladies, if you go into this business every single day and you think to yourself, who am I going to help today? Your business will change overnight because your conversations will change. The angle at which you approach things will 100% change. It's not about you. It's about other people. And when you do that, it comes back to you. That's the secret sauce. What can I do to help someone today? Like, write that on your phone. Have it as your screensaver. It is the best mantra. Honestly, the best mantra. I promise you. So I've just written a couple. I did write a few notes just because I wanted to slightly stay on track. And I want to wrap this up right now because we're like half an hour. So people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And the trust that you get is built from passion, from being genuine, for your willingness to learn. If you're new and you don't know everything yet, that's okay. If you've been here a while and you have all the product knowledge, then share it with people. Share it, give value. But if you're new and you don't know everything, that's okay. Say to your customers, look, I'll be honest, I'm quite new. I don't know this information yet, but I'm going to go and find out for you. And do that, because it shows that you're genuinely caring. And if you can't find the information, say, do you know what? I'm going to put you in touch. I'm going to put you in a 3-way conversation with my elite upline, and she's going to be able to help, because I really want to learn this stuff to be able to help you better too. Oh my God, you want to take the time to help me? Thanks. That's amazing. Boom. Hello, customer for life. Okay. Truly, it makes a difference. Show up. Show up. Show up in your VIP group. Make your VIP group an actual VIP, not just a sales site, not just somewhere you can post discounts, an actual VIP experience. Be interactive in there. My VIP group is where I spend most of my time. In the morning, I post something motivational and uplifting. Mid-morning and mid-afternoon, I kind of swap these two around. I'll post 3 or 4 times, maybe 5 in my VIP group every day. And I schedule stuff because I don't have the time to do it on the fly. I'll post something motivational. I'll usually post something interactive, so just a fun game, or I'll get a conversation going, or I'll start chatting to people, or I'll post something funny or inspiring in terms of, like, you know, a beautiful dance routine or something really funny about lockdown, or whatever it might be, something interactive. A product value post, as in a tip or a trick or a results from somebody. So check out, you know, Melanie rocking palette 7. How beautiful is that? Would you wear this? Look at my beautiful friend Katie. She's pregnant and she's just had a flare up, but the spray foundation's to the rescue. If you want to colour match, it launches Friday. That kind of stuff. And every single day, without fail, I post about the opportunity and the beauty box. Every single day. Every single night. Now, from my VIP group, I normally approach it as a beauty box buy, so as an exclusive customer. And I always say you have 2 options. You can join and you can get an exclusive, you can get the beauty box with your £20 voucher, and you can get access to my exclusive customer group and your membership as an exclusive customer. And you also have the option to go on and earn money if you want to, but the choice is yours. I always put in the business opportunity, but I lead with the kit in my VIP group. But I always mention the business opportunity, and I never ever use the word kidnapper, and I never ever tell people that they can just get the box and run away, because they have an exclusive membership for 3 months where they get 20% back on all of their purchases for 3 months. I'm going to tell them that. That's one of the bonuses they get. So that is something they sign up to. So I make sure I do that. That way you encourage people to keep their membership active. And when the time comes that they go into their red, you can help them reactivate their account. They become your affiliate, etc., etc. Always use your affiliates, your exclusive customers as affiliates, by the way, just to let you know. So that's my VIP group. I'm very genuine there. My VIP group know me. I am very honest in there, and it's a very safe space in my VIP group, and it's a VIP experience. I do not just post about Younique. I post all stuff. We have Food Friday. We have Hub Health. We did a water challenge. Get creative, make it a community, okay? But I show up there, and I show up on my timeline, and I show up on my business page. One thing I've written down here, which I've already covered, is smile. Smile. Smile and look in the camera. Because when you take a picture, it sounds so basic, and I'm sorry if I'm just teaching you to suck eggs. But honestly, look at the difference between me doing this and I'm like, or doing this. There's a massive difference, guys. There's a massive difference. The camera's there. Whoop. Look in it. When you're taking a picture, look in the camera. And I would challenge you all tomorrow to take a picture of yourself where you are not looking in the camera, where you're looking at the screen, and you take a picture looking at the screen and you're not smiling. And then take a picture of yourself looking in the camera and smiling. And then just pop up a thing, which do you just for a bit of fun, which do you prefer, A or B? I guarantee you, A and B, the one looking in the camera will be the winner, because people are connecting with you. We connect through our eyes. It's all about connection, okay? So smile. Think how you would be if you were the customer. That's my biggest tip. How would you like to be treated? What would you like to see? What value would you like to learn? Obviously selfies, make sure you have a selfie on your wall every day. Don't just post and pray. Sales do not come from posting and praying, but you need to post in order to back up what you're doing in Messenger. You can't go into Messenger exclusively and then expect people to like jump into your inbox to buy stuff if they don't know you do this. If you're not visible on your page, then nobody's going to know who you are. You're just some random woman trying to flog them a mascara that you don't even look like you use because you never put a picture of yourself up on your page. Okay, you must be the product of your product. You must show people you wear this stuff on a daily basis without every single time you put a picture up going, look at my lashes. Like, I will put selfies up all the time of me wearing makeup and I will not reference the makeup at all. I will not touch on the makeup. You can feel free, go through, scroll through my feed and you will see I will put pictures up and I do not mention the makeup at all. And the reason for that is because I want people to see me wearing it and not commenting on it, because I do wear this every day. It does make me feel more confident. I do believe in this. I don't just wear it to sell it. I sell it because I wear it. Okay. And therefore people are going to build that trust. And especially if you're doing affiliates and you are growing your network through affiliates, when you send someone a friend's request, because your affiliate has got a post up saying, hi, I'm Jay's affiliate this week. She sells amazing mascara. Go and check it out. If Michelle comments on that post and wants more info, and you friend request Michelle and send Michelle a message saying, hey, Michelle, I saw that you commented on Linda's post. I just wanted to drop you a message, say hi, and see if you wanted any more information on the mascara she tagged me in, on the post she tagged me in. If Michelle then goes onto your Facebook to see who is this lady who's messaging me and sending me a friend's request and cannot see 1 ounce of you or the business or your genuine passion or your personality on your page, you've lost her. You will not make a connection with her because she doesn't know you. We all do it. We all stalk people. Think about how someone's going to be when they're stalking you. My biggest piece of advice is if you need to scroll twice on your feed to get to a post related to what we do, you've lost them. Now, is that to say that every post should be business related? No, definitely not. Now, do I go through phases of sometimes being a little bit more businessy than I'm meant to be? Yes. And that's okay, but just rein it in. You know, if you've had a couple of days when you're like, I feel like all I've spoken about is the business, rein it in. Mix it up. But you just need to make sure that when you go on and as if you were stalking you, go onto your profile. If you've just got things you're sharing from everywhere out, there's no original content, there's nothing. Think about how that appears to someone. Is that somebody who really cares about the business image? Or is that somebody who's just kind of, you know, hoping and praying that someone might give them some money for something? You got to look like you take it seriously, guys, because I'll tell you the truth. The reason that we say consistency matters is because, honestly, I don't want to buy from a shop that I don't believe is going to be there next week or next month. I don't want to give somebody my money and my trust. When we say, look, we have a love it guarantee and it's a 90-day love guarantee, I don't want to give someone my money if I don't believe they're going to be here in 90 days. Like my phrase that I use for everyone is, look, take it or leave it. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for the long haul. So just come back to me whenever you want me. I'm always here. And people know it because for 4 years I've been showing up. Has it always been easy? No. Have I always got what I've wanted? No. But I've shown up every single day for 4 years. And I've put a smile on my face for 4 years. Because this is a business. It's a business. You wouldn't just go to your job and then just not turn up for like a week and not tell anyone and expect to come back and still have a job. Like, you wouldn't do that. If you worked in a bar and you started and you were all like, yeah, hi, and you did like every day, you were learning all the cocktails, you were mixing, you were chatting with all the punters, you know, This is a reference as if you were getting in everyone's inbox, launching, and you're like, hey guys, I've started my business, and blah, blah, blah. And you're doing all the things, and you're really hell for leather for like a month. And then suddenly people are like, oh, I've got a bit of a hangover, I just need to take a chill pill. You know, I don't need a mascara at the moment, thank you. And suddenly you get to that point where your sales start to dip. You know, people are starting to kind of slow down a little bit. They're finding their rhythm with you. They're seeing if this is for real. They're seeing if you mean it. Sales will slow down. Mid-month, sometimes you get a little bit of a dip where people are going, I spent too much at the beginning of the month. I've got to save my money, saving it for payday. That's okay. You wouldn't just not turn up to your next shift. You wouldn't just not show up because you were like, yeah, but they didn't, like, they only bought like two drinks from me last night, so I'm just not going to show up tonight because obviously nobody really wants to drink tonight. No, you just wouldn't. You would get fired. You would get fired. Oh, but I've got like a headache today. My kid's been really pissing me off today. I'm just not going to turn up for work. It's just not my thing. You wouldn't do that. You would not do that in the real world. This is a business. Please treat your business with respect and people will respect your business. My biggest piece of advice, you must respect your business. See it as a long-term goal. Give yourself, if you're new, give yourself at least a year, a minimum of a year, full out commitment. Full out commitment. That doesn't mean working your business 10 hours a day, by the way. It just means committing that you're not going to quit. Because there's no such thing as failure in this business. People will like to tell you that you can fail in this business. People who quit before will say, oh, I failed. Nobody bought from me. I didn't do anything. Nobody wanted the stuff. Nobody. It's just rubbish. That's actually rubbish. Because when that happens, I will say to someone, oh, so how many, like, did you run affiliate programs? Do you do online parties? No, just didn't get into it. Nobody wanted anything. How many messages did you send? Like, I asked, like, my best mate, and, like, she just said she didn't want to buy, so just no one bought from me. Right? No. You've got yourself an amazing kit. You've got yourself an amazing opportunity. You cannot fail at this business. It is physically impossible to fail at this business. The only way you can fail at this business is if you buy more stuff than you need for you. Do not spend money on things that you don't need, okay? That is not the point of this business. The point of this business is to make money, okay? You should not just be buying for the sake of it. Do not buy loads and loads of stock in and then hope that you're going to sell it. Other than having a couple of mascaras in stock at any one time, which I always tend to do because I like to be able to give them out, that's it. Don't buy stock in, because if you do that, you'll end up seeing them on buy, sell, swap sites. Don't buy from buy, sell, swap sites. You're taking PRS away from your business. Okay, you are helping someone else's unique business and not your own when you buy from other presenters. Don't do it. That's a side note, but that's a really important side note, because what I see people doing is they bulk buy a load of stock, they put it on the buy, sell, swap sites, and then what happens, like the unique buy, sell, swap sites, and what happens is other people are like, oh, I'll buy that stuff and then I can sell it to, you know, my customers and I haven't paid full price. Yeah, but you know what? You haven't got the PRS either, which means you haven't helped anything towards your growth in your business. And then what happens is you look at your PRS and you go, see, I only got like 12 PRS this month. Aside the fact that you've sold everything from other presenters for their behalf and they got the PRS, but you forget that and you look at your PRS and go, see, it's not working. No, it's not true. It's all about the mindset, girls. That's just a side issue that I feel very passionately about. Do not bulk buy. Do not buy from other presenters. Unless it's absolutely necessary because there's an item that's out of stock, do not buy from other presenters. It's so important. You are simply helping them get to their goals and not yours. Okay, it's huge. And that will mess with your mind. And the final thing that I want to say is make your posts public. The amount of people who I see posting and it is for their friends and family only, and they wonder why their network isn't growing. They wonder why their network isn't expanding. It's because people aren't seeing you. And I'm not saying if you've got children and you don't want to put your children on Facebook publicly, that's fine. take a picture of the back of their heads. Don't have them in the picture, or set them to friends and family only. But any post that is not child related, for instance, set it as public, because I guarantee you, if somebody you know on your friends list comments on your post, if you have it closed, if you have it only set to friends and family, if Michelle comments on that post, only Michelle is going to see that. Michelle's friends are not going to see that she's liked your post, because you have set that to a private setting. If you put this post as public and Michelle comments on this, it's going to appear in Michelle's feed. And Michelle's friends are going to see that she is commenting on something. And that is going to branch out into the network. You might not see it. You might not see them commenting. Michelle's friends may not comment on that originally. But I'll use as an example. Tonight, I did my affiliates. I have my affiliates going. And somebody, ironically called Michelle, I think that's probably why I'm thinking about it, commented on one of my affiliates and simply said, I've seen this girl on my feed loads. She's also friends with Laura, somebody else. And I sold a mascara to her tonight because I dropped her a message and I said, hey, Michelle, how are you? I saw you commenting on Mel's post. Would you like some more information about the mascara? Yes, I would. Great. Here's the info. Didn't even tell her the price. She came back. I want one. Brilliant. Because she's seen me. She's familiar with me. She's made a connection with me and I didn't even know it was happening, because she's seen my face on her friend's feed multiple times, because her friend Laura comments on my pictures that I put up. And that shows up in her feed, in Laura's feed. And Michelle has seen that. And now I've got a new customer. That's how it works. That's how it works. You have to go full cycle. You have to complete the circle. You have to do all of the things to make the circle keep turning around and around and around. That's the secret. There's no one magic sauce. There's no one magic trick, other than do not put prices on on posts. If somebody asks you how much something is, do not ever, ever tell them. Do not tell them publicly, because you don't know who's also seeing that. And you don't know who is just going to decide they don't want it based on the price, because they haven't seen the value in what you're offering yet. They've just seen the price, and that is quite often enough for people to decide they don't want it. Whether it's going to change their world or not, they don't care. So don't ever comment price. Always say, I'll message you. And here's a great tip, but I'll message you because I have a few different options. And I guarantee you, when you do that, other people are going to go, what? Options? What options? You've got options? You've got a deal? You've got a cheeky deal? What's that? Oh, I'll message you, love. Get into their inbox. And do you know what those options might be? Well, you want a mascara? Awesome. You can get the mascara by itself, or you can get the mascara and the lash serum and an eye primer to stop it falling out underneath your eyes and doing all the other things that you might get with the hay fever and all the jib jabs. You can put that in a bundle. I'll get you 15% off. Cheers, love. Totes into that. That is another option. You're just getting people talking. Don't comment on how much something is, ever. I quite often have like full-on conversations about products, and people have given me an entire shopping list, and then they'll suddenly go, by the way, how much is it? And then I go, oh yeah, sorry, you asked me that like 20 minutes ago and I just totally ignored you. But by that point, they're so invested in getting the sale, they'll pay anything, because I've just had a conversation with them. They know they're going to get it regardless of the price. Get out of people's wallets. Don't worry about what people have in their wallets. Don't prejudge someone based on what you think they will spend, because often what happens is you have a certain amount of budget a month for luxuries, and you think that's the same for everyone. It isn't. Trust me. People keep saying to me right now, oh, no one's buying right now because of like COVID. No one's got any money. That is BS. I'm telling you right now, we are having a monster sale situation. I have bought more in lockdown than I have in months, because I'm buying on Amazon. And I'm buying to make myself feel better. And I guarantee you there are other people doing it. Don't tell yourself that people aren't buying, because what that will do is it'll tell the universe, you don't want people to pay for your services. Okay, that's what we'll do. The customers are out there. Get out of their wallets. Don't think about it. Okay, cool. So I think my comments have broken. So I apologize if that's the case. But if you have got any questions, just let me know. I hope that this has been of value. I do apologize that it's been like 45 minutes. I wanted to keep it to half an hour, but I told you I talk, and I wanted to come in and give you everything I could. Everything I could. And I hope that I have done that. Excuse the crazy hair. Excuse the craziness. I'm just going to give it a second to make sure that there aren't any comments that I've missed. I think that you've just not been talking. I think that maybe you've just not been talking, and hopefully you've been scribbling things down. Yeah, Amy, people are saving money because they're not going out and they're spending it on themselves to make themselves feel better. Trust me. They really, really are. But also it's a case of just not even thinking about it. Like, don't downplay what we have. Like, I will give you an example, and this is not necessarily the norm, but I'll give you an example. Somebody came to me about 3 weeks ago and said to me, I'm feeling a bit crappy about myself. I kind of want a makeup overhaul. I want a foundation and a mascara. I'm like, cool, that's fine. So colour matched her, gave the mascara, and I said, look, I don't know if you're interested, but if you spend over £63 this month, you're going to get a 15% discount. So whilst I have you, best phrase in the world, whilst I have you, is there anything else I can help you with? Oh, well, okay, cool. So I can get this, and I'll get it. Okay, cool. And then I said, look, again, I don't know if you're interested or not, but actually, if you want a free mascara, we've got an offer on at the moment. If you spend £160, you'll get a free Epic mascara and a set of earrings, and I'll be able to give you £16 in product credit to spend on your next order as well. Like, I know, obviously, that might not be for you, but I just wanted to let you know. Okay, cool. I'll get all of this. Boom, 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 boom. Set her up a rewards link, created a shopping basket, sent her the products, and she put through an order for £200 because she wanted a free mascara and a set of earrings. Now, did I think that this person was going to do that? No, definitely not. Did I prejudge her? Nope. Did I offer her what I thought was a really good deal that she could then choose whether she wanted or not? Yes, I did. Would it have mattered if she'd gone, no, I'll just stick to the foundation and mascara? Of course not. I'd have been like, cool, don't worry about it. And I'd have just written what she wanted down on a wish list. And next time it's on offer, I'll come back to her. Or next month, if it's in the kudos, I'll come back to her. Don't feel bad for offering people stuff. Like, that's what we do. That's what we do. And it's okay. Be proud of that. Our stuff's amazing. Like, be proud of that. Oh, good. Okay, loads of notes. Yay! I'm so glad. And like I say, what I'll do is I will put a link to our 3E's group. I call it 3E's for short because it's Empower, Elevate and Educate or something along those lines. I made it up and I can't even remember what it was called. Anyway, it's a really, really good training group that just has very specific videos in there from a lot of elite leaders across the UK. And it's a great resource if you just want a little bit of extra top up. And we've tried to keep most of them up to 15 minutes. Some of them are longer because of what they are, but there's a post when you go into that group, there's a post at the start in the announcements that explains how to use that group. And it's very, very simple. It's done on a hashtag system and it's very, very easy to find information in there. So feel free to add yourself in there and I can approve you because obviously I'm one of the admins. So I'm going to go. I don't think there are any more questions. I hope this has been helpful. Feel free to follow me. Please don't send me a friend's request. I love you all dearly, but I'm not going to accept you. My friends list is for customers and new teamies, potential teamies only. And I encourage you to not become friends with every unique presenter either, because I swear to you, the one thing that will kill your business is only seeing unique presenters on your newsfeed and you comparing yourself to them. Don't do it. Set yourself 5 minutes a day to scroll through your unique friends and catch up with them and then get rid of them. Don't do it. Just don't do it, because you'll compare yourself and you're knackering your algorithms. You need to be interacting with people who you actually want to interact with, who are going to bring your business value to your business. Okay. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure. I think I'm just waiting for nothing now. So I'm going to say goodbye. Have a lovely night, guys. Any questions, please feel free to. I'll stick around in this group. Obviously, I'm in this group anyway, but I'll make sure that I keep track on the comments. And if you have any questions, if you're watching on the replay, feel free to, you know, do that. Take care, guys. Thanks so much for inviting me, Amy and Becky. Take care. Bye.